Alright. It's a little early, but we're gonna go over into the screen. It's gonna be one of those days. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hello. Hello. It's another Zatsu today because I forgot what I planned. You see, there's the issue when it comes to we have two Zatsus in a row is that I'm brain empty. Brain empty. Have no plots, no plans. So we're on couch today. We're gonna be silly on the couch today. It's gonna be fine. Hello Minty, hello Yelly, hello your browser history. Oh god, why are you here? You're supposed to be kept in the basement where no one can find you. It's a cozy little space, thank you. I wanted it to be cozy. I want to go back to the other cozy area. I like both of them. Both of the cozy areas that I have are really nice. But yeah, hello. Hi everybody. Welcome into stream. We're doing just extra cozy little Zatsu today. I have no thoughts in brain. Brain is mush. Mushy brain. It feels like somebody, I was telling this to, I think I said this yesterday on stream, it feels like somebody put my brain into egg yolk, then into flour, then back into egg yolk, then back into flour, then into breadcrumbs, and then into a vat with oil boiling in it, in one of those little steel cages, and then they put a stick on it, and they popped it out of the thing, and they handed it to a kid at a carnival, and they're just nomming on my brain. That's how it feels. Like a little zombie kid at a carnival, eating on my deep-fried brain. That's how I'm feeling right now. Oh god, we're getting really graphic and morbid at the start. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Brain's not mushy because I'm tired or anything. It's mainly just because, like, it's mush. It's mush. I'm a little just mush, you know? You like, do you see that word? No. What? God damn it, Spectra. This is the second time you've talked. This is the second time. If this is actually a true thing that happened, this is the second time that you've talked about a majorly important event on stream, and I've not believed you. And if if it's correct the second time, I swear, I'm gonna cry. Hold on, Spectra, what do you mean? Please post in the Discord what you mean by this. Hold on, is this an actual thing? You have permission to post thing. Just, like, send it to me in my Discord. I'm confused. What happened today? There's a lot going on in America, and I don't have time to keep up with everything. What happened? Yeah, listen, it's on my 2020 bingo card, or my 2024 bingo card, but I didn't think it was actually gonna happen. That's why I put it in one of the weird, like, spaces. One of the weird spaces, because I didn't think it would actually happen. Dear Christ. Please let it not be again. Listen, we already had the assassination attempt happen while I was streaming. And people came into stream and was like, hey, this happened, and I was like, no, I don't believe any of you. You're all lying. There's no way. There's no way. And then, yeah. And then yesterday, there was something going on. I think it was a school shooting. And I was like, hold on a minute. Hold on. You guys are lying. This isn't a thing that happened. And I'm like, nope, that did happen. So this will technically be the third time. This will be the third time something like that's happened. In which case, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Yeah. For reference, I don't tune into the news, really. It's a lot. There's a lot going on in the world right now. And it's just, I want to be here to make people smile. I mean, the last 5 years we had plague, aliens, several wars, assassination on a former president, and how surprising would it be? You know, not very. That actually is a good point. We've had, over the last 5 years, a plague, aliens, several wars, an assassination on a former president. What else was in there? There was killer wasps. There was killer wasps in there somewhere. There was unidentified flying objects coming in airspace over America. That was fun. What else? What other fun things have happened? multiple monarchs had passed, I believe. So like that's another funny little thing you could just lop on the top there. Yeah, it's a political one today apparently. I don't like getting political, but apparently it's a political one. Let's also include too many school shootings to count. Like Christ. Oh god. It's brain empty day. Brain empty. We're just going. We Newmanon. We New. We New. But yeah, it's a kind of concerning day. It's a little concerning today. Must be hard to be a dystopian apocalyptic winter nowadays. Can't really compete with this much. Oh, exactly. Exactly. There's so much happened. So much has happened. Dear Christ. You know, it's funny. It's really funny to think about. It's a sick kind of funny. A dark humor kind of funny. Anywho, so let's get off the sad topics. Let's get to the happy topics. My brain is mush. Oh, I've started watching a new show with a couple of friends. If you were wondering what my I believe my Discord PFP right now is, if you see on the Discord. I might also change my Twitter to it. Yeah, we're gonna change the Twitter to it as well because it's silly. It's how the bird app makes me feel. So I'm just quickly gonna update that. It's also now in the meme rotation. It's also in the rotation of memes that play at the beginning of streams. So let's go. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's somewhere here. Hold on. Hold on. Where? Give me. Would you just give me the funny, please? There we go. It's now my Twitter profile because it's silly. But yeah. We're talking about the thing. Yes, I'm talking about, Satsuki Desu. Teehee, it's very funny. It's very funny. If you haven't watched Satsuki Desu, you definitely should. It's definitely a well-animated, well-made hidden gem of the past couple years. I can't even say it with a straight face. I can't even say it with a straight face. That's how silly it is. Oh, it's such... If you haven't watched it, you should definitely watch it. It is very, very nice. Yo, like a cream, did you enjoy Squid Games? Hold on. Let me just... Squid Games! yeah, I enjoyed Squid Game. I enjoyed it. It was interesting. Uncle Ben, what happened? Squid Game! It's Gregory, we need to Squid Game! It was also being the thing. But yeah, Satsuki Desu is a very, very silly little animation on YouTube that was done completely in MS Paint. It was made on the budget of, I think, what was it? It was made on a budget of chewed gum, hopes, and dreams. It's season 2 and season 3. Ooh, very interested in that. I am actually quite interested to see how that's gonna go. I will go back and rewatch it because it sounds interesting. To be fair, I'm more excited for Arcane coming out soon. Dude, the Arcane trailer released. I haven't watched it because I'm like, I don't want any spoilers. I plan on watching Arcane, but I don't want any spoilers. I want to wait until it comes out. To be honest, I've been putting off watching a lot of shows. I've been like really trying to go ham and focus on like content and cool streams and doing stuff like that. But like, aside from that, like, do you see a small vent of lore? Have you heard of Among Us, Laika? Yes, I have. It's time to vent. Damn, like a cream, you really into League? Yeah. Unbeknownst to me, I've submerged myself into League culture. Dude, their music is so good. The music is so good. I really want to see how they do Noxus and Arcane next season. I don't know who that is, and I don't want you to tell me because it's gonna be spoilers if it is. Or it could be spoilers. So, I don't know. I just really like it. I thought Arcane Season 1 was really good. I thought it was brilliantly made. I thought it was a masterpiece. I'm already planning on watching it, and I don't want to see anything leading up to it, because I want everything to be, like, a surprise, like, wow. Surprising. It's gonna be silly. I'm a silly. I'm feeling extra silly today. My brain is out of it. The great enjoyer of League lore. I desire more. Fair. Dude, I'm nervous for tomorrow. Tomorrow I have I'm gonna be streaming it here on the channel, actually. But I'm gonna be doing Arthur's League tournament tomorrow, and I'm a little terrified. Of how that's gonna go. I feel like it's not gonna go well, and I'm just gonna get upsetty spaghetti. I'm very competitive, but I know for a fact that I'm not really good at League. I'm not really good at Arena, so I probably won't do that well. But we're gonna see. I'm gonna give it my all. I'm gonna try my best. Nox is basically Roman Empire. They hold like half of the Runeterra map. Mel's mom is the high-ranking general from there, so you just got Lord. No, no spoils. No. Hold on. I think I have I don't have hand tracking set up, but I'm like trying to cover my eyes. Like no see. That message can't hurt me because I don't know how to read. That's like that meme, parental divorce leads you to the worst places and the kid holding on to his parents with a large pit League logo underneath. That's Arthur. It's Arthur. When your parents divorce, aka when your company falls, you just go to League. Not really a spoiler, but it's said it's just in the background. Fair enough. Don't worry, like Cream, you can play free Elo nice to Huh. I don't know what any of that means. These are words that I am seeing, that I'm trying to process, and cannot. Dear God, my brain is mush. My brain is mushy. It's mushier than slime. My brain is mushier than slime. My brain is squishier and mushier than the funny ASMR slime. That's what my brain is right now. You can just mix baking soda and I think it's eye contact solution and everything, and that's what my brain is. Brain mush. Can I even spoil a show I haven't watched yet? Man, it all comes sooner. That's fair. But yeah, it feels like my brain is blah 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 blah. Or like melted wax is another good one. It's melted wax seeping out of my eardrums. Tee. Chat, I'm like out of it today. I'm so sorry. Yes, just put the brain in a bow and jingle it to ASMR video. Jingle. Jingle the back. Hold on, do I have any jinglies near me? I do have jinglies. Hold on, I have to unplug my headset to go grab the jinglies. I gotta go just... Hold on. Jingle, the back rooms. Jingle, the back rooms. I said your favorite word. Did y'all see the FNAF movie open with the one epic? Dude, I love the FNAF movie. It's so good. It makes it fed my inner child, my inner little weirdo that sat in the back of the playground and watched FNAF videos all recess. Whenever she could. I was usually against the wall, though, so it's like a whole thing. But yeah, it's silly. Oh my god, my brain! Work, please. Please work, brain. A keychain? Where? It's in my hands. It's right in my meaty little grippers. It's my meaty little grippers. It's got 3 keys, a tag, a luggage tag, a tracker, a little tracking device, and a funny little plushie that the fox lady got me. It's my little kitchen. It's silly. It sits right next to my door. I heard the jingles again. Where are the keys? I don't have a key asset. I'm sorry. I could look for a key asset, but that's gonna take too much time. It's gonna take too much time for me to put together a key asset and make it all jingly. Did you guys see, by the way? Twitch gang. Did you guys see? We hit 69 followers. Let's go! We hit 69 followers. It was so silly. We're at silly funny number. We're at silly funny number. I'm gonna continue going. I'm gonna continue steamrolling. We need to get to 6,009. No. We have to get to 69,420. That's the number we get to. That's my big goal. My big goal of all time is to get to 69,420 on Twitch and 69,420 on YouTube. That's my goal. It's a silly number. We're reaching the silly numbers. Oh my god, it's Friday night and I'm already bored out of my mind. Monday comes even sooner. To be honest, I'm still waiting to hear back. I really just wish... I want to get tomorrow. I want to do tomorrow. I want to do the tournament at like 10. I'm probably going to spend all day playing fucking League to practice. I'm bored on a Friday night. I am bored on a Friday night. A little bit bored on a Friday night. I've been, to be fair, I haven't been doing that much like gaming recently. A lot of like, okay. So the Fox girl right now, the Fox lady. For those of you guys who didn't keep up with her, the funny Fox lady, Carolyn, she recently has gotten really into playing, like, tower defense games. So she's on one right now, and she invited me to play with her, and I played one night with her, but then I was like, I'm gonna go play something else. I even tried out the funny dress-up game that's been going viral as of the last, like, month or two. So, yeah, that was fun. Hey, Laika, uwu. Hello, happy pup, uwu. Uwu. You're gonna make me go into the uwu voice. It's not gonna be fun. No one's gonna like it. I've already said this. Like, the uwu voice is kind of cring. It's cring, but it's free. I am cring, but I am free. But yeah, I've been... I literally spent my morning doing funny little arts because of, I've been watching the funny show. Here, let me plop one of them on stream. You know what? Minty's in the chat. Minty was in the chat earlier. I'm gonna show Minty's. Minty's was also the first one I did. Minty's was also the first one I did, so this actually works. I've been really into drawing little MS Paint gremlins. I've been drawing MS Paint gremlins. See? He's silly. That's silly. Cringe but free. Spectra, refer to the rules. Refer to the rules. Lol, lol. He's so silly. He's so goofy. I love him. I love all the funnies that I've done recently. I did that one. I did... Hold on. I was sitting in a call earlier today and was doing them. I have this one. This pretty lady. This pretty lady who also streams on YouTube. Her name... Funny you mentioned Monday morning. That's Monday morning right there. Is this one on YouTube. She's a very nice little lady. A very nice lady. Wait, is this... I don't know what image this is. Yes, remove image. Yes, remove image. We got... Hold on, do I have any other ones? I have another couple on here. I have myself. I'm gonna do myself. Myself is the other really one that I really, really like. Myself is the other one that turned out really, really well. Where is it? Where is myself? I need to see myself because I'm a narcissist. I need to see my silly little... my silly little... my silly little... Is this... Hello, hold on. Hello everybody, my name is Laika Cream, and I am the Scuffy Ferret VTuber. This is my model. It's got a cute head. It's a good head, got an X and I. It's got lots of freckles. I look so cute. Hello, this is Laika Cream. Very silly. My favorite anime is Siki Desu. Tsuki Desu. It's just a silly anime about a high school girl. I haven't gotten that far. I've only gotten to like episode 2. Okay, we're gonna enough of that gag. Enough of that gag. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of those recently, and it's very silly. Very silly and very it's a big silly. It's what I've been doing. I've been just letting creativity flow. I've been getting ideas for things. I've been going back and forth a lot. It's just... Dude, it's a lot. I don't have any clear direction because I don't have management, and I'm like, I should probably work on getting better, like, straightforward, what am I doing? So yeah. Just watched Slime Tensei Rimuru anime. It was a great anime I saw in like 450 years. That makes sense. I've heard it's good. I've heard people really like the Reincarnated as a Slime is I think the one that you're talking about. I haven't been able to get to that one. That's my problem. If an anime doesn't interest me within the first like 2 or 3 episodes, I won't watch it. If it doesn't interest me in the first 2 or 3 episodes, I don't watch it. I don't continue. That's why I stopped watching SAO War of Underworld, is because I'm like, I couldn't get into it. I'm distraught. I'm distraught because they killed my boy Yu-Gi-Oh! That's all I'm just distraught. But yeah. Anywho's. More head empty fun time. What was I gonna talk about? I was gonna talk about something, and then I completely forgot what I was gonna talk about next. But yeah, I've been working on sillies. Just been meeting new people, meeting new agency people. It's the whole thing. What do you mean? Spectra, I will ban you. I will ban you if you insult my baby boy. Yu-Gi-Oh is my baby boy, and I love him, and he deserves the world, and he totally didn't deserve to die. I'm so angry about it. Give me my boy back. Give him back to me. He's my baby boy. He's my son. My son-do. He's not husband-do, but he's son-o. He's son-do. He's silly little son, man. Pinella. Oh, that's why. Fuck you. You just want to be stepped on. You just want to be stepped on. You could just say that you're a masochist and that you want to be stepped on. You don't have to just be like, oh, I like Quinella. Yeah, we know what you mean. We know what you mean. Like being stomped on. Anywho's. Enough of that joke. Yeah? Not even denying. Spectre doesn't even deny. Point and left, teehee, silly. But no. Yeah, understandable. It's just really fun. I've been, yeah. I'm not used to doing 2 Zatsudans, like, right next to each other without, like, some kind of plan or something. Like, for example, the only time I've really done, like, 2 Zatsudans back-to-back is, like, one ASMR Zatsudan kind of stream, where I'm playing with packing peanuts, and then the, mukbang that I did. Which I'm not sure if I'm gonna do again, just because I don't like wasting food. And I felt like that was a really big waste. Because, I wasn't able to finish all of the fish. If I do another one, I'm gonna be doing one that's specifically, like, chicken nuggies. Dude, I really want chicken nuggies. It's been so long since I've had chicken nuggies. I have nuggies in the fridge, I think, so I'm probably gonna make those after stream ends. But, like, I really want nuggies. I don't know why. Okay, listen, it's not my fault. I don't know how all of my Zatsus just end up spiraling into food talk. I don't understand why it happens either, but it happens. It's fine. Because food is the great equalizer, but we're not going to talk about that. yeah, I've been having lots of fun. Okay, then talk about how you would fix crippled economy and reduce inflation and evade recession. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, okay. So back to food. So back to food. We're gonna get nummy nuggy nuggies. Yummy, silly nuggets. Yummy, silly nuggets are good. It is good to get chicky nuggies. Please don't make me talk. Please don't make me talk politics. I don't want to. It's scary. Food talk is great, though. It is. It really is. Again, as I said yesterday, it's the great equalizer. It makes everything go round, and everything is equal in food. All is fair in love and food. Teehee. Let me see, is there any other fun things I could talk about that I didn't talk about yesterday? Aside from Sikitesu. I mean, do you guys want to hear about my current hyperfixation? Because I can talk about it. It's just going to be free promotion for whatever I'm talking about. For the thing that I'm talking about. But I also can't really... that's the thing. I don't know if I can talk about it too much. I don't know if I can talk about it too much. Specifically because it is a VTuber agency. There's been an agency that's been on my brain recently and been, like, knocking around in my noggin. And I'm debating talking about it with you guys, but I also, like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's gonna feel like I'm just stroking. It's gonna feel like I'm just ass-kissing. But I'm gonna be... I want to talk about it. But spicy food is based. You know, that's fair. That's fair. Spicy food is kind of based. It depends. It depends. I don't like spice to the point where it hurts. Spice to the point where it hurts. But, a little bit of spice is okay, I'll say. Also, Cadix. Welcome to the stream again. Hello. It's been a bit since I've seen you on stream, so hello. Welcome back. Let's see here. What else do we got? We got, gotta be properly spiced. Needs good flavor. Exactly. It's better it has good flavor than just spiced to the point of hurting. But yeah. Let me grab the funny. I guess we could talk about my hyperfixation. We could talk about my hyperfixation. Why not? I'm gonna get pwned. I'm gonna get pwned for it. I don't care. I don't think I'm... So... As you guys know, I like to keep up with VTuber agencies. It's... you know what? We're also gonna... Like, please give me snacks, please. I'm hungry. No snacks back. No snacks back. Is that still what the name is? I forgot to change the name. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I forgot to change the name for the Zatsu. That's not supposed to be what this name is. The name is literally just head empty. Back to the point where it hurts. Wisest words I've said. Exactly. How's it going? It's going well. It's going well. I've decided. I'm making the decision that we're gonna talk about my hyperfixation today. Because it's been eating away at my brain for... hold on. I have to change the way this is... everything's capturing. Hold on. Maybe it's best not to do it this stream. You know what? I'm gonna go sit you back at the Zatsu, and then I'm going to, open Studio, so I can adjust things. You guys saw a little peek of it. Just a little peek. Hold on. I think camera, I can... Main properties. None. Okay, good. So then I can do a funny where I don't want it to render the environment. Okay. Okay, so does this work on this scene? Hold on, I'm gonna be doing... We're gonna talk hyperfixation today because it's funny. That's the only problem is that it does that. Okay, okay, so transparent background should fix it. Pardon, stream is gonna break just a tiny little bit because I'm having to adjust everything. Because I adjusted, I don't have separate sources for a lot of stuff. A lot of it's just copy-paste sources. But, right now, just bear with me, okay? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Bear with me. Fuck, I mean, hot sauce with raw eggs, soy sauce, how the fuck does it feel so good right now? Oh, it's so good. Dude, rice? Rice and eggs, there's no way you can go wrong with rice and eggs. Soy sauce is also, I mean, I like less sodium soy sauce, but that's just a personal opinion. But yeah, hold on. I'm gonna quickly... How do I fix this? Hold on. It is chat box. That's what needs adjusted. With this, I think I'm gonna set it to there. And then... It's gonna look broken for a sec, but it's fine. I'm gonna pull up the... transition. So, I've been having a hyperfixation. Which I shouldn't be hyperfixating on companies. Especially if I'm trying to get into a company. But, this has been, like, just a hyperfixation of mine. And so I want to talk about it, okay? Listen, you gotta give me some times where I could just be a dork about things. So, we're gonna talk about variants. I brought them up during my, when I was talking about auditioning, like, my VTuber audition tips. When I was doing the audition tips, I brought up variants. And that's because, you also can't see the whole thing. What the hell? Hold on. My overlays are kind of fucked. Hold on. Open up my captures. Display capture. That's why. It's because it was adjusted for League. So I'm gonna have to, note to self, readjust this whenever we do League next. But I should just make a whole scene for League. But yeah. So I have been thoroughly analyzing all of this agency's like promotional stuff because they are very lore based, and I like lore. I love learning about lore. Lore is my shit. I like lore. I like it when a place has lore. So I'm gonna take you through my little slideshow here, and I'm gonna show you guys some lore that I've been having. Just a forward note. Because we're going into random little... first thing that should probably be ignored is... These are my personal theories. It's a little disorganized because I'm still working on it. I'm still going to be updating it pretty much until Gen 1 debuts. No matter what. I'm still going to be updating this until, like, Gen 1 debuts. Because only then will I be proven either right or wrong, in my opinion. So, until then, we got this. If things are not explained, it's because I'm still working on formatting it. I'm just gonna say it when we get to certain parts. My personal theories on it. But, I'm just gonna warn you guys. Also, I should probably actually shout them out. So, can I... How do you do shoutouts? How do you do shoutouts on Twitch? Or YouTube? How do you do shoutouts on one of those? I don't know how you do shoutouts. I can just shout out verbally. This is, at Variance Project on Twitter and YouTube. They are a VTuber agency that is currently open for auditions. And I really, really like the fact that they're going, like, really lore-based. And I've been hanging out in the community quite a bit. I will admit, I've been hanging out in their community quite a bit. They all seem really, really nice. Every community member that I've met has been, like, really, really nice to me. And just really, really nice in general. So I want to talk a little bit about, like, my theories of how they're going to do things. I'm going to timestamp this by saying it is, September 6th. It is September 6th when I'm making this. If you are seeing, like, VODs, or if you're just watching through VODs. It is September 6th. So, if things are outdated by the time you're watching this, that's why. That is why. But yeah. If you have personal theories, like, let me know, because I love lacing into people's theories. So, first of all, we have, like, possible character factions and some of the silhouettes that we've seen. So, I've had this clarified to me by their community manager, Rigel, who I think is really, really nice. Rigel, every little bit that I've spoken with them, I've only spoken with them, like, privately maybe once. And it was because I had a genuine question about the company that I needed answered. they were really, really good about answering it. They were really, really, like, they were really, like, okay. They were nice to me about answering it. Like, it was a genuine question that I had a concern about, and they were just like, oh, this is your answer. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Like, they were very, very quick to answer. The fuck, Rigel is a cool name. I also know a star is called Rigel. Yeah. Rigel is a really cool name. I like it. There's actually, fun fact, I've been hanging out in the Variants Discord server a lot because I've been jiving with the people there, and I like to, you know, get everybody's ideas about theory and lore that's going to be in their universe, because I'm really interested in it. And, there's two people named Rigel. One of them is I believe a white hole VTuber, which is like a dying star kind of VTuber. And the other one is the community manager, Rigel, and it's hilarious because we've just started colloquially referring to them as staff Rigel and not staff Rigel. And then somebody did a funny little Hunger Games with everybody, and it was whenever it was both of the Rigels working together, because that happened a couple times, it was Rigel Prime, and it was like the funniest thing. It was great. Anyways, I'm just gonna say, this is correctly formatted in my sections for it, but other sections are not fully formatted. So I will be going back and fixing these. I probably will link it actually in the description or in the comments. If you're on the YouTube, it's gonna be in the pinned comments most likely. I'll pin a comment with a link to this on the top so you guys can see kind of the process of how I'm coming up with these theories. But Zyton Corp is the first like little faction that we gotta look into. They're basically from a certain region, and they have, basically they work in the shadows, they work with, Arcana tech. They're basically, like, you know, they're the cyberpunk kind of feeling faction, which is really, really interesting. So they've produced a couple test models, to my knowledge. I actually, if you saw, Rigel actually answered this for me, and this is one of my questions that I had, and I asked them. The silhouettes, and because they've also seen this. I think I posted this in the lore section in their thing, like, oh, I'm compiling a document where I have lore. And I was theorizing, like, possible like, which of these is gonna be which faction, and which of these, like, what are the concepts they're gonna do for these VTubers, and they're like, hey, just so you don't put too much effort into it and tire yourself out, all of these are just tests. All of the VTubers that are coming out from this company are going to have a hand in making their own design and everything, which is really cool. What's audition chibis? So basically, sometimes during VTuber auditions, people that make it to a certain round will be given test models to work with. They're not usually the full model that the company is planning on going forward with, but it's like a little test one, like a test chibi. For example, when I was in... I can't actually say that. Actually, I wasn't on RDA, so I can kind of talk about it. Under certain companies, they'll give you them as, like, a test. Like, a lot of companies do a test stream. They'll test if you can stream. They'll test your, like, how you react to certain, like, chat going in a certain direction. It's just a test thing that a lot of companies do. And, they specifically mentioned that, like, the images that are compiled they don't make pre-made characters. But they are story characters and might be important to the story later on. So that's why I'm still theorizing about them. So, like, we have this one, which is actually, like, fully confirmed to be one of the escaped experiments from Zyton Corp. I have to go back and actually look at all the descriptions for these, because the descriptions do say a lot more. But this one specifically, this character. But other ones are unconfirmed. But their idea is to have, like, story presence. Actually, the fun thing is that this one has actually been revealed. This was a test for the Chiron faction, which is this little sword thing here, which we'll get into later. But it was very, very interesting. Because I wouldn't have guessed that this was meant to be Chiron. When I originally was doing, like, everything, I actually was going to file this one under Nakoda or Gan Eden, which are the other factions, and we'll get into talking about those, like, factions later. But that was, like, part of my theory crafting for this. So... that's, yeah, not formatted properly. This is still a work in progress, but, like, this is what I believed for Chiron. I got a few community members have had, like, some things in there. But, I thought this one was specifically for Zyton. This one was specifically a Seraphine chest chibi, meant to represent that faction. This was specifically meant to represent, like, a Gan Eden. This one's for Nakota. This one is for Corruptors. This one's for, the Chiron faction. So if you hear me mixing them up, that's probably why. It's because there's two C names, and I get a little iffy going between them. Also, hello, Callard. Welcome to stream. Welcome to stream, and welcome to my recent hyperfixation. I'm not finished with all of this yet, so... But yeah. So, as you can see, I have, like, what I believe is one of the Chiron, like, test chibis. And, like, some stuff about the Chiron Empire. They've already talked about, like, in the Chiron Empire, there's the Festival of the Strong, which is, like, an annual competition to, like, recognize their fiercest, bravest warriors, because Chiron's meant to be, like, a war state. But they're a state that, has done a lot of battle and tries to build up and, like, they're known for overtaking kingdoms. So when their lore video dropped, a lot of us came to the consensus of this is what it looks like when Chiron overtakes another kingdom and kind of absorbs them into the Chiron power. So, like, and some evidence as to why that would be, like, for example, none of the Chiron flags are ripped, whilst the building is all destroyed and torn apart. I specifically note we'll get back to that image later, because that image actually, I think, has a lot of significance. You see, here's like two of the throne images that they've released, and this looks a lot different than this. There's similar aspects, don't get me wrong, but it's still, there's still very noticeable differences. Like, the fact that I believe these arches go out into, like, an aired space while these guys are windows. Like, the different statues are in different places. There's steps leading up to this throne, there's not steps on this one, so I don't believe that this is Chiron, and I don't believe that Chiron fell. But, specifically, this guy is, like, the inside of Chiron. This one is a different kingdom that they overtook. Then we got more information. I've been able... To be honest, I did a lot of theory crafting within, like, the first week of being in the server, and then for the past 2 weeks, I've been very, like, hands-off, very much lay back. Like, I'm gonna just wait for more to come out before I start working on things. For example, I think I talked about how earlier they had, like, some of the test models that were shown. And this is, like, the test model that they released, that they, like, were showing off. So they have, like, a lot of really cool design concepts for each of the different places. Chiron's is very, very cool. I like it. Also, as you can see, this silhouette looks kind of similar to this silhouette. So, like, that's also why I think this one's Chiron. I haven't had any idea on the characters yet, but no. Don't just randomly pull up my Twitter. I don't know what's there. But yeah. We have Seraphine, which is my personal favorite faction. I'm so excited to see stuff come out for this one. It's lots of pinks. It's pink. It's pink and it's water and it's cute and I love it. And also there's, like, hidden text on the website when you look into it. And I'm like, oh, you guys know I go, oh, hidden text for me? Lore? Cult? I got really, 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 really excited. So my main theories for them. I haven't had any main theories for these guys because they've had a lot of stuff spelled out and a lot of things that I have to go through and, like, read up on. But, stop. But, like, Seraphine, we can defo suspect that it's a cult. It's there's no way this isn't a cult. It literally says cultist here. It's gotta be a cult. I'm so excited. This is bleh, Corruptors. Sorry, I get those two flipped all the time, so yeah. I see a distinct lack of lambs for the cult. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, we'll get to the Beast Folk eventually. You'll see, don't worry, we'll get on that. But so here are the Corruptors. So the Corruptors are heavily associated with this kind of, like, overtaking of, like, land and crops and everything and destruction. These are kind of similar trees. This is a promo from the same video as this, and they kind of look similar, so I'm thinking, like, maybe this is where some of the corruption lies, or maybe an area the corruption took over. We got our actual, like, full lore video that I've screenshotted from. So we can see, like, the corruption overtaking things. And we've gotten, like, more information about, like, the leader of corruption, who is, Izun, who is a god of chaos, which is really, really fascinating to me. They were betrayed by other gods, and wants to liberate everybody from quote-unquote oppressive chains, whatever that means. We've got a lot of interesting information that's going to be relating to the, magic system. The same, like, reference image that I was talking about here shows up here, but slightly different, because it now has a lady standing there. Who is she? We don't know. We're gonna be, working on that soon. But the biggest yab that I have is with some of the designs for the corruptors that they've posted. There's this one, and there's this one, which I think is really cool. I love, like, the mask opening up like a face. It's so cool. But, I think that every member of Corruption was originally part of another faction, and then was absorbed into Corruption. So that goes that this one was originally Seraphine, this one was a Zyton. This one, I have no clue. It might have already been Corruption. It could have been, like, a lost faction. It could be, like, a lot of different things. This one's meant to be Chiron, and this one is meant to be, Nakoda. Nakoda is the one that I kept forgetting. But yeah. So each of them were originally in the different factions, and then were swooned away by the corruption. Damn, corruption hits different. It hits good. It hits good. It's really cool. But I believe that corruptors are basically, the outcasts from the other factions are typically, will be chosen by the corruptors. And that's how they, like, become corruptors, is because they, you know, they were, like, maybe they were exiled from their faction. Maybe they left their faction. Maybe their faction was destroyed by Chiron, and they, ended up making a deal with whatever the corruption is and gaining that kind of power. The other thing is that Zyton, I didn't mention this earlier, Zyton's been fucking around with these crystals. I'll get to him later. This is very disorganized, so let me find where I talk about the crystals. Hold on. Let me find where I talk about the crystals. So, they're called Arcanite. And we see them in a couple different places, like the Zyton faction trailer. We see it in the Corruptors faction trailer. We see it in a lot of promo art. We even have seen a promo art of an area that I do not know where it is. I can't fit it into anywhere. But it's literally being levitated by these kind of crystals. And it's really cool. Chiron v Evil Dudes. I think it depends. Everyone's morally gray. That's what I've been working off of. Everything's morally gray. Then there's Nakoda, which is kind of like East Asian inspired. And is like, look at it. Look at how cool it looks. Look at, just look at these designs. Look at her. She's so pretty. She has no right to be this pretty. But then, like, you see this kind of same tassels and in different places. It's gotten a lot of, like, it feels very connected. And even on their, like, little blurb that they have about each of the factions. Actually, I'm gonna bring up their website. We're gonna bring up the website. Hold on. We're gonna bring up the variants website so I can give you guys a better overview of each of the factions. Teehee, if you're wanting to audition to a VTuber agency, their auditions are open. And they're going to be open until at least October, as long as November, though, depending on the number of auditions they get, is what they've said. But there's Zyton, which are basically like a cyberpunk kind of faction. Basically a cyberpunk kind of faction. They, it's a giant city that runs off the crystals that we've seen. I cannot answer that question. Chiron Empire. The Chiron Empire is, like, kind of meant to be very reminiscent of like the Renaissance and like, you know, holy knights. Kind of like not holy knights. What am I working with here? Like silly little funny things. But like power reigns absolute. Basically, like a lot of the nobles overtaking other areas, overtaking other factions, and like absorbing them into their own empire. There's Nakoda, which is like basically they live in harmony with the wilderness. They're, from what I can tell, beast folk, which are what they've been calling it, which are kind of like animal-human hybrid kind of things, which is really, really interesting. There are the Corruptors, which are people driven by an insane hunger for arcana. They hear whispers from an old one. There's Seraphine, who are bathed into the goddess tears, and they follow her teachings faithfully. They basically very emotionally attuned, and they can do magic and stuff, which is really, really cool. And then Gan Eden, which is... We haven't gotten a lot of info on Gan Eden, other than they're freedom fighters that have a rebel spirit, and they're kind of like... the vibe that I've been getting from like their logo and everything is very Mad Max-esque. Very, very, like, post-apocalyptic Mad Max-esque. It's really, really interesting. But yeah, so in the Zyton, which I'm not going to show for copyright reasons, in the Zyton trailer, there is basically, you get to see inside of one of their facilities that they have where they harness, like, the crystal's energies and stuff. And there's this portal that pops up with this kind of, like, red... like, this red light bathing the room as, like, a caution danger, and you can hear alarms going off. And a similar kind of portal appears in the Corruptors intro, with, like, the Corruptors coming out of it. So I think that the Corruptors are trying to get a hold of these crystals, you know, because they're based on wanting to gather this kind of, like, arcana and these archaic powers. This magical power that they want to harness and use. So it would make sense that they broke into here, stole some crystals, and then noped out of there. There's not enough room for speculation. And then there's this specific shot. So as you guys can see, you guys can't actually see it that well, but in this, I have possible time travel. And then there's like Misk and Unsorted stuff that I'm still trying to get to. There's stuff that I'm still trying to get to. There's other, like, theories that I'm still trying to work in here. There's stuff that's been debunked, like, I was putting together possible talent rosters of, like, what could the possible talents be? Are some of these the same? And, I was told no, they don't do pre-mades. Which is very silly. But yeah, so... Allow me to tell you guys my theory that I've been positing for a very long time on the server. I'm gonna do it using these as like a little reference. So hold on, let me just talk about this theory. This is the theory that I would like to call the timeline theory. So they've been keeping the actual story very close to their chest. Also, hello, Patchy. They've been keeping the story very close to their chest. But I have posited what I like to call... I want to make this centered on stream, so it makes more sense when I'm talking about it. A little bit more to the left. Hold on, I'm getting it, don't worry. Don't worry, I'm getting it. So, I'm gonna go and do... Welcome to Tinfoil Hat. Welcome to Tinfoil Hat time, where I speculate on things because I think it would be an interesting story to listen to and see unfold. I call this the timeline theory. Now, the timeline theory isn't the theory of how I think their timeline's gonna go, because we don't have enough info on the story and characters to do that. But variants in particular, I had a funny little theory. So, one thing that they bring up is that the entirety of the factions are separated by these, like, magical storms. These magical storms that block them from seeing in and out, block them from seeing each other. I don't have any photos of it, but it's shown in a couple of the things. But there's these, like, magical storms that keep the regions from seeing each other. Which automatically makes me think, if there's a magical storm, how are these people interacting? Other than, like, the gates. Other than, like, these gates that we've seen. Where are they? I have photos of it here. Hold on. Or I could just use what's on the website. Hold on. So, where? So as you can see, there's these kind of, like, gates. These gateways. And one of their promo animations is one of the characters going through a gate. But I pose the theory that we can't see what the other factions are doing without going through these gates or through teleporting like the corruptors do. What is to say that they're not all happening at different times or different points in time? Which is where the timeline theory comes in. My personal theory, just because of the amount of tonal dissonance between a lot of their, like, you have people like corruptors standing next to people like, you have people like corruptors, which are kind of like from any time. But you put them next to someone like Nakotas. Like, Nakota's very, very Eastern culture inspired. And the Chirons, which are very, very Edwardian, next to high-class future tech kind of stuff. There's a lot of a tonal dissonance there. And, like, there's a lot of tonal distance. So, my theory is that each of the different factions are happening at different times. Because they've said that factions can grow. They said during a Q&A that factions can be created and can be, like, ended or killed off. So, what is to say that all of these are happening at the same time? So what I think is that the earliest points in the timeline are Seraphine and Nakota. I think it's Seraphine, then Nakota. Seraphine's meant to represent kind of like the biblical era, the early 00s. Like the before Christ, after Christ kind of thing. And that they were originally the ones who were going up against and following the gods that are like, for example, I can't remember his name for the life of me. It's somewhere in there. I haven't studied enough on it, so... But they're the ones who originally banished and sealed away the corruptors. And that's why they had the gates and then destroyed them. We don't ever see Nakota interacting with the gates. We've never seen anyone from Nakota, as of current, interacting with the gates. So I think that the Nakodians are either at the same time as the Seraphine or after the Seraphine. Then they go into the Chiron Empire. The Chiron Empire starts growing and destroying things. They continue to, like, destroy these gates that were probably made by the Seraphines. Nakota is kind of anomalous in this timeline as well. They could be really anywhere, but I don't have a solid place for them. To be fair, that's also because I don't know enough about Eastern culture to correctly deduce, like, what time period, like, if this was the Endo or any kind of, like, time period like that. Seraphine be the bad dudes? It would make sense. I think it would be really interesting and impactful if the Seraphine faction ended up being, like, kind of the root of all this happening. But that's just my own personal opinion. But yeah. So I feel like it was the Seraphians. Nakodians are somewhere in there. I don't know exactly where because I don't know enough about Eastern culture. Skill issue on my part, honestly. Then there's the Chiron Empire. The Chiron Empire would then lead into the Zaiton Empire. Because, you know, the Corruptors are kind of anomalous. They have people in every part of time. And I think that the Zaitons repaired all of the portals that were originally either destroyed by the Seraphines or the Chirons. They rebuilt them, they restarted gathering the Arcana, and they accidentally awoke or let in wherever the Corruptors were. Like, maybe they were kind of like a Loki situation where they were banished to the ends of time. Which then leaves Gan Eden is what remains, basically, of where Zaiton was. Like, they see that the corporate... They even, like, say they're going against corporate. The corporate's kind of sphere of the Zaitons. So, basically, the Gan Edens are trying to repair everything and kind of fix up the timeline after the Zaiton and the Corruptors kind of fuck it up by... Or the Zaitons fuck it up by letting the Corruptors back in. And that's where I think we are in the story. I think that we're gonna be seeing, like, these guys start coming out and being prevalent, and everyone else fighting against them to try and, like, reseal them. Because they're making chaos and destruction. But yeah. I think the Seraphines are going to be kind of like a twist villain kind of thing. Like, oh, they were the ones who originally, like, sealed off. It's a lot of going to be the factions blaming each other for what happened. And needing to put that aside to vanquish, like, the main big bad. If any. I low-key feel like the corruptors will be missed. That is also, I think, is going to be a thing. I think we're going to see a lot of the corruptors, I feel like, are going to fall eventually, and they're going to be absorbed by the other factions because they're going to be originally, like, you know, outcast from whatever faction they're in, turned to the corruption. If the corruption is evil, and, you know, they need to be, like, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. If corruption falls, they're gonna need somewhere to go. So I think they'll end up, like, trying to be, like, rehabilitated into society and invigorated back into society. And I think that's what's gonna happen. But what if there are different times how the corruptors can have peoples? If they're different times, I believe that the corruptors is kind of like a nebulous kind of, like, they're banished from each period, and each time period technically has, like, a corruptor from that time period. So, going back to here. Where is it? It's somewhere here. If we're going back to, like, this image, where the corruptors kind of pluck from each time period, I think that maybe, like, in each time period there was somebody who fucked around with the Arcana and then, got poofed into where, you know, the corruptors are. Or maybe the corruption was kind of, like, partially sealed away, and the people from these are kind of, like, unsealing them. Like, you never know. Maybe there was someone in Zaitan who was leading the charge and opening the portals because they wanted the corruption to get through. Alright, dinner already. I've been having some Italian. Anyone want some? I would love some noodles, please. Please send me some spaghetti. I really want spaghetti. Spaghetti and meatballs. Put it on a platter, put it in front of me, and let me eat. Again, these are all just theories. Like, they can go anywhere with it. Variance has left themselves the opening. They can go anywhere with what they're doing. They can choose any kind of, like, place that they want to go with their story. This is just my way of putting everything together in a way that makes narrative sense in my brain. This might be completely off of what they have planned. But, you know, it's fun to theorize. It's fun to, like, speculate and point out and be like, this is a way that they could, you know, tie up the story and have it be interesting. I'm gonna audition and Corruptor get low-key gonna press the Seraphines. If you want to, go ahead. Like, as I said, their auditions are still open. You can audition for this company now and be a part of them. I'm gonna recommend, if you do try and audition, you know, research a little bit into the company, make sure it's something that you want to join in on. Do your homework, as I have done here. Look into things, maybe join their server, because, like, you know, there's a lot of people there that can help catch you up on where all the lore is. And, like, you know, come to an informed conclusion on what you're gonna do. Have an idea of what you want to do in the future, and then, if you want to still apply. Like, make sure if you're going to do anything, do your research, and, like, make sure you thought everything out really good before you submit anything. Well, I was kidding. I'm devoid of VTuber talent, but thanks for the heads up. Mad respect. Exactly. I think, no matter what, you guys should keep an eye on the company. I think they're going to be doing some really cool things. It's my own personal opinion. And, like, again, I'm going to say it. I'm not being paid by them. I'm not, like, sponsoring them. I'm not doing any of this. I'm just saying this is something that's been on my mind a lot recently, and that I think is a really cool project that people should really keep their eyes on. And, like, you know, not completely discount. I don't fully endorse them. I'm not paid. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm just saying this is a cool thing that I think would be really cool and that I'm looking into and that I'm really interested in. Like, even if it's just, like, as a fan from the sidelines, I'm very, very interested in their concept that they're going with here. And I am going to be following it. So you might get to hear me yap about it more. I'm very, very interested in it, and I really want to see where they go with everything. First and foremost, hold on, I'm gonna be switching back. Let me switch back. No, yes. I'm gonna first and foremost say, like, if you're gonna be doing anything, do your research beforehand. Don't just take my word for it. What is my fave faction of theirs? I really like Seraphine. I think that the idea of Seraphine is really, really cool. I like the idea of leaning into that more religious symbolism, because not a lot of companies have had, like, the bravery to do so. I think that they have a lot of cool ideas for it, and I'm really excited to see what they're going to come up with. Okay, so height, we need it to be... But I'm fixing everything. I'm making everything look good. Chat's messed up. Chat was messed up. I was fixing it. I knew that it was going to be messed up because I have the same... It's imported. It's a whole thing. But yeah. Also, I will probably be doing a PNG for tomorrow. I think I'm going to go PNG route because I'm going to be hopping in and out of voice chats a lot, depending on if I'm still in the competition, if I'm out of the competition, so I'm going to be flipping around a lot. I'm not English. Does Seraphine mean anything, or is it just a name? Apparently there is a meaning of it that means, like, angels above angels. So I think it's very, very interesting. I think that I'm very interested in what they're going to do with it. If you're going into, like, if you notice anything in the names, let me know, because I'm very, very interested in it. I'm very, very interested if anyone else sees things. So, a thing that I did not know when I was looking into everything is that Seraphine actually means angel above angels. And I was told this by another community member in the variants server. That, you know, Seraphine actually translates in I don't know what language exactly, but to angel above angels. So they're going for very angelic themes with it, and I'm very, very excited to see where they go with it. I think it's gonna be really, really cool and really, really fun, and I want to see what they do. It's like, I go feral. I grind my teeth and I say, let me in, let me in, let me in. Seraphine is a bastardization of Seraphim, which are indeed a jelly being mentioned. Okay, yeah. Seraphine is I wouldn't say bastardized. I'd say just, like, slightly tweaked. Slightly tweaked. It's fine. It's a cute name. I like it. I think it's really cool. I'm really excited. Chat, the reason I share that with you is because I'm actually really excited to see what they do. I really hope that they do well. From the small little, like, conversations and little bits of things I've seen, I think that they're doing well. I'm pretty sure they're doing this as a passion project thing, so I'm really excited to see how they go with it. Also, I'm gonna drink some water because my throat is hurting. Oh god. Ow, 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 ow. That went down the wrong pipe. Oh my god, ow, that hurts. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, okay, okay. Whew, whew, whew. Okay, we're good. Ooh. Ah. My chest. It does not like the fact that I swallowed that like I did. Oh my god. That went down the wrong pipe and then it made my lungs squeeze together and I did not like that. Ooh. I'm fine now, but dear god. I took too big of a gulp. Ugh. Here's hoping they don't steal you guys' record of fastest company implosion. Dude, we don't even hold the... Dude, Zenith doesn't even hold the record for fastest company implosion. Zenith doesn't even hold the record for fastest company implosion. There are others that have gone way faster than ours. There's others where they haven't been able to even debut their talents before they fall apart. Or, like, their company starts falling apart as they're debuting their talents. It's crazy. That's not my place to talk about, though. I can't talk about it much. It's not my place to focus on. Oh my god, ow. I've gotten my fingernails are hurting. I think I'm starting to get, like, a hangnail. Because it's starting to hurt. But yeah, swallowing stuff wrong hurts. It hurts. Oh my god. Yeah, I really, really like it. I think it's a good. I think they got a good heart, and I think they're working on it, and I think it's gonna be good whenever it finally does, like, fully everything finally fully come out. I'm excited for them, and I hope that they're all doing very, very well. Hi, 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 Curb. Welcome, Curb. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. It's so cool. 1 month from debuts is a lot of time. What surprisingly, 1 month from debuts is a lot of time. A lot of companies say, like, wait for them to get through a full month of making content. Because that can show that they can sustain themselves after fully doing things. What makes a company implode? There's a lot of things that do. The main thing is the biggest thing. I know I shouldn't be saying this as somebody who's still wanting to join a company. But my advice to any company out there, or anyone who start a VTubing company, is get your management straightened out. The biggest thing that leads to companies imploding is poor management or disagreement between management. You gotta make sure your management and your back end is straightened out before you can even start thinking of how your front end is going to look. Yeah, mismanagement. It's mismanagement. It's management arguing amongst themselves. It's management not conducting themselves in an appropriate manner. And that's like the biggest thing you gotta focus on is you gotta make sure that all your ducks are in a row before you even try doing anything with talents. You gotta make sure that everything's like you gotta make sure you're following your company you're following the law of where your agency is held. You gotta make sure you're upholding the law. You gotta make sure you're following your law. You gotta make sure that your management staff is good and that they're able to do what they say they do. And you gotta make sure that once you start adding like talents into the mix, that you're treating your talents equally, fairly, and that everyone's jiving along well. Because if people aren't jiving along well, and there's like a disconnect between management and talent, where talent can't feel like they can talk to management, that's where you start getting things getting really fucky. You gotta make sure everyone's on even footing, that everyone's doing well together, jiving well together, and that you're not doing things that you shouldn't be doing. Or that you're not, like... That's all that I can basically say about it, is just, like, make sure you got all your ducks in a row. If you can't control yourself at a small size, how are you going to control yourself at a big size? If that makes any sense. So, yeah. Enough about that, because that's the kind of stuff that makes agencies look at me and go like, we probably aren't gonna hire you because you can't keep your fucking mouth shut, even though I can. I haven't said a lot of the shit that I should say, but that's besides the point. I can talk about the fact that I can say shit, but I can also say, damn, the last thing VTubing companies need is some HR bin. Dude, I wish. Dude, HR is actually probably the best thing for a company to have. If you have good HR, or good human resources that can manage, the best thing that you need is good... Like, you don't need a whole HR department, but you at least need to be able to have someone there to manage resources, and manage human resources. If there's a disagreement between, like, let's say, livers, you need to be able to handle that. If there's disagreement between staff, you need someone to be able to handle it. Especially if it's like, it's better for a company to have multiple owners than to just have one owner. If there's one person at the top, you need to have somebody that's able to check them and make sure that they're okay. And they shouldn't have as much... They should be able to connect with the talents, but not on the level to where they're actively able to, like, talk to the talents one-on-one. It's a whole thing. Or something like that, at least. Like, different structures work for different companies. But you need to make sure you have all your ducks in a row. That's as much as I can say. Are you kidding? HR has been hopelessly useless. Spectre, if you come at 9:05 again, I'm gonna hand you a written warning like, bro, what the fuck? That sounds like a, hey, you need to talk with your management and figure out, like, hey, this is an issue that I'm having that might cause me to be a little later than normal, and, like, working with that. That sounds like a thing on you. That sounds like an issue. As shitty as that sounds to say, it sounds like an issue. Maybe you should try talking with your management just to make sure, like, hey, you know, this is something that's come up that's made it a little thing. It's all about just communicating with each other and making sure everything's okay. My issue was called hitting the snooze button 23 times. Then, yeah, that's... Sorry, Spectra, but yeah, that's definitely an issue. You gotta make sure you're getting to work on time. You gotta make sure you're actually being able to be relied upon. Everything works when everyone works together, is the biggest thing. There needs to be a level of transparency. There needs to be a level of communication happening. That, like, hey... Like, you never know. Maybe, like, a, hey, you know, is it okay if I come in at a different time? I don't know the job, so I can't really say much. But, like, you need to make sure you have all your ducks in a row. Let me just... make it so that my camera isn't so stagnant. Hold on. There we are. But yeah, it's just, you need to make sure everything's ironed out and everything's good. Anywho's, because I've been doing a lot of Zatsus back-to-back, I'm probably also going to... Hello, Laika. Hello, Zora. Very bad timing. Because I was just about to say, just because we've been doing quite a few ASMRs not ASMRs, bleh, a few Zatsus recently, where I've done a lot of talking, we're gonna need to start, changing up some stream times. So I think I'm gonna start only streaming for about 2 hours every day. The 3 hours is kind of killing my throat, man. I've already been ending early. So, I'm gonna have to start, you know, scheduling the Zatsus. So we're only gonna have about 30 minutes left. If I'm reading... No! I'm not gonna be reading... I'm not reading fanfiction. You know what? Actually, I will read a fanfiction. If somebody... If we get... Here's a fun thing. Here's a fun thing that I can do. Here's a funny thing that I can do as a streamer. Let me go back to my Kofi account. Here, we'll go to Kofi. We'll go to Kofi. Oh, are you ending now? No, no, no. I'm not ending now, but I'm debating it. Just because I hurt myself earlier. Dude, I hurt myself real bad. Why can't Kofi be reached? Let me onto my Kofi. Please, thank you. You know what? I got a funny. If we finish off the, we'll change it again. Here. I'll make a goal. I'm gonna end the goal that we've had, because we've had it for a while. Target amount, $50. We'll go a little more. Here, we're gonna read a fanfic live on stream. Update. What? How do I change this? How do I... Okay, set new goal. I should have set a new goal. There we go. If we raise $50 by the end of this month, because it's the beginning of the month. Man, Springtrap's so rugged and manly and strong. We'll think about it. If we reach a goal of $50, if we reach our goal of $50 by the end of the month, I will read a Springtrap fanfiction for Halloween special. That'll be the Halloween special. Will be Springtrap fanfiction. That's just going to get chaotic. Yeah, it's getting chaotic. If we get $50 worth of donations by the end of the month, I'll give you guys some wiggle room. But if you guys do that, I will do that for the Halloween special. I'll read a fanfiction. You know what? I'll even try and get some friends. I'll rope some friends into reading a fanfiction with me. How about that? Well, I'll rope some people into it. I could even, like, with 50, if we do $50, I'm gonna make it happen. Fair. $50 by the end of September. And I will live read a fanfiction. Not me, lol. Lol. Fair enough. I'm gonna see. I'll ask some friends. I'll ask around. I'll ask Carolyn if they'll come in for some. I'll ask for a couple other friends. Cause we'll do a long one. We'll do a long narrated stream of it. It'll be funny. It'll be really, really funny. Trust me. You're gonna regret that. Like, Car, don't prove me wrong. Don't prove me wrong. $50 and I'll do it. $50 and I'll do it. Should have been a higher amount. I've had it at higher amounts and I have not gotten them in. So prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong and I will do it. I'll even put up the Kofi ticker again. Here, we'll even have the Kofi ticker again. Where's the thing? Your page. Me not. I'm good. I'm not in the FNAF fandom. How about it'll be any? It'll be a random fanfiction off fanfiction.net. Safe for work, obviously, because I don't want to get demonetized just yet. Let me go to account. How do I do this? Hold on. Stream alerts. There we go. Copy that. We're gonna go into here and we're gonna just there the Kofi as usual at the 30-minute mark just popping up. But yeah, donate to the Kofi and if we get over $50 by the end of the month, I'm gonna be doing definitely straight meal. Not into weird shit like Springtrap. No, it's fine because it's fine. It's fine. Listen, I'll even here's the funny. If you guys do it, I'll try and drag like Arthur or Carolyn, or I'll definitely have to drag I definitely have to drag Carolyn into it. I know that for a fact. Here, where is this? Fuck, hold on, copy. I'll try and drag, like, some of my newer friends. I'll drag, like, Arthur, probably. I could try and drag Arthur into it. It'll be funny. Why not? Let's try and drag Arthur into it. We can try and drag, because I actually do need to start putting the Kofi in the thing. We can drag Arthur into it. We can drag, we could probably try and drag Callard. That would be funny. Try and drag Callard into it. We can drag... Fuck. I'm trying to think of other people who would probably be down for something like that. Top right. No. Top left. There we go. I could see if Rebecca could join us for that one, too. There's a lot of different people that we could probably... try and drag into it. It'd be silly. Come on, chat. You know you wanna. Guess expose the people you can can't. Listen. I will do it if anyone. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. Exactly. I'll try and drag a bunch of friends into it too. Fuck it. Why not? Chat, if you want to see it, you gotta put your money where your mouth is. That's all I'm gonna say. If you want to see it, you gotta put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is, and I will, I will do the thing. I'm back at my PC, what did I miss? I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about, so Spectra recommended that we read a fanfiction, like a shitty fanfiction. I'm like, okay, I will read a Springtrap X Reader fanfiction if we can get up to $50 by the end of September. It'll be our October, like... I'll make it our October upload, actually. I'll gather a bunch of people together and we'll do, like, a dramatic reading of some random fanfiction, hopefully with the author's consent. Hopefully. I will ask the author, and I will drag some of my friends into it, and it'll be funny. Then have money. Like, really, my cat needs to go to the vet and I don't have enough to take her there. Patchy, you don't worry about it. You don't worry about it. This is more me looking at Spectre and saying, do it, fucker, do it. If you want a voice for the reading, I'm available. Okay, we got other people that are willing to help do this. We have other people that are willing to help do this. Chat, put your money where your mouth is. It's 50. Hold on, let me actually grab... Is there a way I can grab, like, a goal? Is there a way I can grab, like, a thing? Hold on. Stream alerts. Where is this? Okay, goal overlay. There we go. Here we go. This will be funny. Don't worry. I'm gonna make this extra funny. Shall I make a PayPal too? Rip. I'm saying... Get... This is the time where I say, put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your mouth is. It's gonna be totally funny. Like a cream yesterday. I'm not gonna read that message. Like a cream today. Hey yo, pay up. Pay up and I will. Pay up and I... Exactly. That's me. Like a cream $sign eyes. See, that's the thing. That's the thing that I've been told. I was talking with a friend about it yesterday. Like, hey, you know, occasionally my, like, people will ask me something. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it. And they're like, here's the funny thing you can do. Make a bit out of it. Make a bit out of it and make it a donation thing. Like, do a donate to do it. And I'm like, you know what? Why not? Why not? Fuck yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's funny. It's funny, because either somebody pays up, either someone pays up and adds on to the joke and makes it even funnier, or it's just that I point and laugh at the person and be like, haha, do it. Do it, bitch. Do it, bitch, you won't. It's funny. It's funnier to say, haha, do it. Do it. Come on, do it. It'll be funny. It'll be extra heckin' funny. It'll be extra heckin' funny. It's gonna go to... This will be the monthly donation goal. The monthly donation goal, because we didn't reach it the last couple times. Which I'm okay with. I get it. People don't have the money. People don't have the money to always do the things. You can count on me. It'll be a clutch at the end of the month. I've already spent, like, all my money on cigarettes. Dudes. Now there's one cat occupying my arms. Ooh, kitty cat. Give me kitty cat. I want to pet him. I want to pet the kitty cat. Also because I don't need all of these on here. Hold on. I don't need all of the donut things. We'll just have this one. Meanwhile, I'm sailing around the Bay of Biscay on the road to Bordeaux. What? Huh? Is this a joke I'm not getting? Am I being stupid? I think this is a joke that I'm not getting. I may be too stupid for this. Uncharted Waiters. Water Sunlight. Oh, Uncharted Waiters Online. I'm facepalming right now. Uncharted Waiters Online. Yes. They're waiters that do not carry around little clipboards. They memorize your meal and they bring it to the cook. That's how they do it. That's Uncharted Waiters. Beautiful game. Beautiful memory game. Actually, that actually does sound like a really fun memory game. If anyone's a game dev in chat, can you guys, like, make that a thing? Can we make Uncharted Waiters? Uncharted Waiters? And they can all be spoofs of, like, different things that are in the Uncharted series. And they like, it's a memory game where you have to, like, you have to go to the person, hear the thing, walk over to the thing, and then pick the right items on, like, to do it. And, like, each level, you can actually get progressively harder by, like, different things will happen in the restaurant. Like, for example, you'll have, like, maybe the first one is just like you and the bartender and it's really quiet and you go up to the person, you ask them their order, and then you walk back and you put their order down. And then like the next time you walk over, there's like a couple people talking. So it's like you're trying to hear what they're saying while other people are talking. And then like maybe there's a band on stage and it's playing music, and that's a level. And then like you could do funny little like meme things, like maybe somebody runs through with a gorilla suit. Maybe somebody maybe instead of like people, oh my god, what has misreading spawned? Misreading has spawned actually pretty like decent sounding game concept. The fuck, someone might really be wrong with me. One time I talked to a chick I was kind of into, she was kind of like me, and I couldn't stop talking about Springtrap. Dude, if the lady doesn't like FNAF 4, what's the point? If the lady doesn't respect the FNAF lore, what's the fucking point? Give me a woman who will listen to me hyperfixate on FNAF, or Variance Project, or Murder Drones. Give me a woman that'll let me rant to them about Murder Drones. I like the idea. Gosh, I wish I was a game dev. That's fair, that's fair. I'd put it on my list of randomly good ideas that I have during stream. Put it on the list of randomly fun and silly ideas I have during stream. It's very, very silly. It's a very, very silly one. It's probably already done, but it's a very, very silly one. I love little memory games. They're silly. And maybe, like, as you go on, like, the order gets progressively more, like, intense and, like, ridiculous. What was the meme? At your service, my queen. Me looking at the fluffy animatronic bunny instead of the human woman. Lol. Perfect. Perfect. You give respect to Springtrap. He didn't kill them kids for nothing. Okay, I need to stop making murder jokes. I need to stop. Companies are gonna just watch. Somebody's gonna watch this back. And they're gonna be like, oh, we're thinking about sponsoring Laika. Let's watch one of her streams. Sees this. Okay, no longer gonna be sponsoring Laika. I'm never gonna get a Gamer Subs sponsorship on this. To be fair, with the right engine like Unity, it's easy to make games. Really? Really? Exactly. If she doesn't let you hyperfixate on the FNAF more, what's the fucking point? Someone on Twitch clip that. Exactly. Exactly. Dude, anyone can clip my shit, by the way. If you want to clip any of my VODs, go right ahead. I do not mind. I actually really, really appreciate it if people clip the VODs, because that means that people are watching enough to actually see when funny things happen, and are willing to share when funny things happen by clipping it, and that makes me extremely fucking happy. It makes me tear up and cry. It also makes it really easy for me to yoink them off of Twitch and throw them onto YouTube. I'm gonna be trying to do that more soon. I want to go back and clip things and then be able to throw them on YouTube and just not think about it. Or like, pull them off, put them on TikTok, and just forget about it. My throat's getting dry. I also haven't eaten today. I haven't eaten today. I should say eaten, because eaten is wrong. It's eaten. It's eaten with an E, not eaten with an A. I believe. Wait, is it? Am I fucking it up? Am I being stupid? I'm being big, stupid, dum-dum. I feel like I'm being a big, stupid dum-dum. Also, I hope you know, next stream, we're gonna be drawing, friends. Like, I'm already planning my next week out. Next week, I have a little bit planned out. I really want to do some... I want to draw friends as, Suki Desu. I'm gonna spend a whole stream with, like, a list of friends, and I'm gonna draw them as Suki Desu. I think it's gonna be really fun. I might even open up, like, on... You know, I've been debating. I want to open them up as, like, a thing. I could also open up commissions on Kofi for the Suki Desu and make them, like, $1. What do you mean, like, draw with crayons? No. Like, the funny... No, that's not the funny one that I was looking at earlier. Like how I did this for me. A Suki Desu. It's like a shitty MS Paint version of themselves. Like, pay $1 and I'll draw you a shitty PNG that you can put on your streams or as your profile photo or anything like that. Also, we don't draw with crayons, we eat crayons. There's a difference. We don't draw with crayons, we eat crayons. There is a big difference. What the fuck, I thought a toddler drew that? No, that's... Okay, so, I should explain this. This is me taking as little time as possible with the MS Paint draw tool. It's me taking the least amount of time with the MS Paint draw tool to make a silly little PNG because I thought it was funny. It's also based off of one of the best animated, one of the best independent animations of all time, Suki Desu. Satsuki Desu. Yeah. If you haven't looked it up, it's T-S-U... It's, hold on. Yeah, oh, it's me! Look, it's me! It's me! It's totally me. It's a silly little Laika. It's a bad... To be fair, it's bad on purpose. It's meant to be, a meme. It's a meme image. It's a meme image meant to be really silly and funny. But yeah. Anywho's. I'm sorry. My, like, teeth are bothering me today. My teeth are bothering me. They feel like they should be out of my skull. But it's fine. It's more so like they're rubbing against the front of my lips, and it's like, ugh. It's one of those things that happens when you talk too much. Anywho's, I am going to probably be ending stream soon. Yeah, we've done a good, like, 2 hours of yapping. You guys have got 2 hours of yapping out of me. That's 2 whole hours where I'm doing silly little yapping, and I'm yapping about, like, some things that I'm interested in, about funny things. I think that's a good amount of yapping for today. Anywho's, thank you all so much for joining in. Again, the reading of fanfiction live on stream is going to be a very, very funny one. Okay, like, Springtrap invades your health at 4 a.m. and starts breakdancing, what do? I let him dance. I let him dance, and then I let him dance, and then I offer him, I let him dance, and then I, offer him a coffee. Like, ayo, that was probably tiring. You should drink some coffee. You're kind of spring-locked. There's not much I can do for that other than give you coffee. But yeah, that's all for today. I think I've yapped enough. I've answered enough silly questions about Springtrap. It's silly. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. It's very, very lovely to see y'all. And I hope you all have a very, very wonderful rest of your day. So yeah. Bye-byes. Bye-byes. Oh, we actually... Hold on. I can raid people on Twitch now. I keep forgetting that I can raid people on Twitch. So we're gonna raid someone. We're gonna raid Mielda. We're gonna raid Mielda. Mielda is live right now. They're the person that I have a weird code that I follow whenever I do, like, raiding people on Twitch. Especially from my... I accidentally opened it myself, hold on. Whenever I raid people on Twitch, I try and go by who has the, whose number is lower. So we're gonna send you over to Mielda. I think they just started, so you guys have fun with Mielda. You guys be nice, and I hope you all have a very wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye.